Hi guys, my name is Jay McGill and I am in the media management program at Fordham. Basically during this time of COVID and social distancing, there have been a lot of accommodations that everyone has had to make, whether you're a student or professor or a staff member at Fordham. We've all had to make some serious tweaks to what our day-to-day looks like.
For starters, shoes and pants don't exist in my world. I've been working from home and taking classes from home. I'm pretty much always home.
I think that coronavirus has impacted all of our lives by becoming kind of the unifying factor between all of us and kind of the only topic of conversation, it seems. I think a lot of people are kind of tired of hearing about it, but honestly, I'm kind of interested in hearing what everyone is doing, how they're dealing with it, what their thoughts are, how everyone's health is. That's been really important to me, so I'm never really tired of hearing about all of that.
I think that overall, Fordham has done a really great job trying to transition us over to just online virtual learning. I know all my professors have been super patient and flexible, but it's definitely changed just because a lot of what we do for our finals is group projects. And so that's been really difficult to transition over into figure out how to coordinate with a group just all online.
I engage in the course with mostly Zoom. We use Zoom a lot and it's a very useful platform. We can easily set up a group meeting and work on projects together. And we also text a lot to keep in touch.
I think everyone's using Zoom, whether it's a virtual happy hour, which I've been part of, whether it's FaceTime with other couples, whether it's your kids on Roblox and Facebook Messenger for kids. We're all staying together virtually. We're all keeping in contact through video. I think I've used more video conferencing methods than I ever have. I think phone calls have gone away. I don't think I even text anymore. I think we just schedule calls to see how everyone's doing, to check in, to make sure everyone's okay.
In spite of all of this, Professor Bojana, who heads up our program, and Kate Kennan, who is our academic advisor for our program, have both been fantastic resources. I had a meeting with Kate Kennan, Zoom meeting with Kate Kennan earlier this week, and we basically talked through a bunch of different scenarios of, if this happens, then how do we deal with that? If this, offer comes through but it's delayed, if this course code needs to be lined up by this timeline, talking through a lot of those unknowns was really helpful for me in sort of developing a contingency plan, an alternative to what my initial graduation plan involved.
Something that I've really appreciated from all my professors is that they've checked in on students. They make sure that we're doing okay, that everyone's healthy and safe. And I think that everyone's been pretty understanding that we're all in a difficult spot.
I've really encouraged my students to be transparent and honest with everything if they need anything at a tough time like this. And they have been. They have been completely open and honest if they're struggling with something or they're a little bit late on something. And it's important at a time like this as a professor to be compassionate when somebody is struggling with something or they're going through personal effects during a time like this. And having that open and honest conversation and dialogue with students has allowed, I think, this class to not only be successful, but more importantly, to allow students to feel a little bit less stressed out and understand that they will be able to get through a tough time like this with classes, and that I'm here to help them along the way.
The media management program is doing everything that they can to keep us engaged. I think that there's been, if not the same amount, an increase in Hangouts and opportunities for us to log in together on a Zoom to discuss what's happening or discuss things at Fordham, like advising sessions and things like that. I think that there's been an increase in that, which is really helpful just to keep everyone engaged. And so it doesn't feel so isolated during this time when we do have to all rely on digital learning.
I guess my best advice would just be to stay engaged and try your best to treat it like it's an in-person class, because there's definitely a difference in atmosphere as you're at home and not sitting at a desk. But the best you can do to recreate that and get in the mindset of actually being a student in a classroom has been the best help to me. Also just reaching out to other students.
I think the best thing we could take is that we're all in it together. Everyone is dealing with this quarantine. Everyone is dealing with this anxiety and fear. I think the students are doing a great job adapting. I think just keep on moving forward. Take it week by week.
Well, I have a long list of books, movies, and shows that I really want to read or watch. And now is the time to really enjoy them. And also, this is really a good time for me to master my baking skill.
Try and stay positive. I've actually started working out, which is a big thing for me. I am usually not very active, but it's really helped just like clear my mind when I'm getting a little anxious or I feel a little stir crazy in my house. I've been able to go out for runs, and I think that's been really helpful. I've also just found some hobbies. I've gotten back into sewing. Doing puzzles with my family is a huge one. We've been doing a lot of puzzles.
So I would definitely recommend reading a fun book series. I'm really into kind of more of like a YA fiction situation. I'm reading the Percy Jackson series. My friends have been reading Twilight series and Harry Potter. I think that's really fun to do, you know, a really fun and maybe familiar storyline that is kind of comforting at this time.
I really recommend any nature documentary, especially Disney documentaries, because if you have Disney Plus, Elephants and Dolphin Reef came out either yesterday or today, so I'm going to watch them tonight. And I have been watching a bunch of these documentaries because honestly seeing nature and the environment has been really comforting to me, just to see all the beautiful sights and then plan places that I eventually want to go to when this is all over.
Anyway, stay sane, stay healthy, and we'll see you on the other side of this.